Late Night Drives with Matt.
And Liam. Hello, Matthew, again.
Hello.
Well, I say hello. It's not like we're recording this straight after the last one, but...
Hello, fancy seeing you here.
So, you've just had a birthday.
Yeah.
Does it feel weird being, how old now, 25?
No, my gran would always ask the same question every year since I can remember. Oh, is it any different, or does it feel weird being insert age? Every year I give the same. No, nothing's changed. Just my number's gone up.
Which, I've had very much similar experiences. People always ask you, oh, how does it feel being so-and-so age? Yeah?
Yeah.
It's never felt different.
No, not at all.
Like, I was going to say, you must be very similar to how I felt. And even though you're now 25, you don't feel 25.
No.
Like, I don't feel 25.
No.
And I don't feel like I'm going to be 26 in less than a month.
I think it's more of a mental thing, if that makes sense.
And I was going to say, I know especially with you work with like some older people and younger people, especially in work life, like the different ages, you don't feel separated.
No.
Like, you almost get, like, especially when you get to like work, you almost realise that people way older than you are exactly the same. Their sense of humour, the things that they fucking do.
Yeah.
No difference, yeah?
Yeah.
But it 100% hit me like the other day when I was thinking about my birthday coming up with, because I've got my time off. I'm there going, oh, fuck, I'm 30 in 4 years. I'm closer to 30 than I am closer to my 20s.
Oh my.
And I still live with my parents. I've been working in the same job for the last 8 years.
That's crazy to think 8 years.
That's longer than high school.
Oh, that's wild.
But, like, I can remember, like, back in high school, like, your whole high school years, which is only, like, 5-6 years, felt so long. Like, technically, yes, at that point, you spent your whole life so far in school.
Yeah, true.
And it felt like an eternity.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I've spent longer working in Mackey's
Yeah.
than I did being in school.
Crazy.
And to be honest, the only thing I feel like has kept me going is that my first few years, Mackey's wasn't the only thing I was doing.
Yeah.
I had college, and I was doing scouts, and then also went to uni.
Yeah.
And I think the only thing which is kind of keeping me going is the fact that I don't do 5 days a week.
Yeah.
4 days a week with set days off.
Yeah.
I don't know how people do a 5-day working week. Well, I kind of get it if they got Monday to Friday, 9 till 5. That's peak, yeah? But when my shifts can vary from day to day, week to week, I can't be doing that.
Yeah, no. Because I'm pretty sure, so say if people are on nights, they can only work a certain amount of nights in a week anyway, I think.
No, I don't think that's a rule.
Is it not?
You have to have so many hours off between shifts, but I did think that's the same no matter if you work nights or things. I think the only benefit you get from nights is that you're meant to get unsociable pay hours.
Yeah. But surely someone can't work 5 nights in a row.
I think you can. I don't think there's any rule against it.
Really?
Have a Google.
How am I going to Google?
Google working regulations night worker regulations. So, especially with Mackey's, and I'm guessing it's for other jobs as well, we have to do a night worker assessment to say that we're fit to work in those hours. And we can either just go, yeah, I'm happy to do it, or if you actually have a proper concern, you have to go to the doctors and get a note saying that you can't work nights. What does the Google say?
The law does not specify the maximum number of night shifts employees can work in a row.
No.
That's wild.
So, yeah, it doesn't matter if it's nights or days. You'd still go under just the working regulation for, like, rest between shifts and that you're meant to have. Is it, like, 24 hours uninterrupted?
Yeah.
Every 2 weeks?
In a week. And it's 48 fortnightly. That's what it says on Google.
Yeah. And then it's different for 18s.
Yeah.
Which they get more.
Yeah.
They get more between shifts and more between days, like for days off.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And they have to finish earlier.
Yeah, they can't work past midnight.
Yeah. Well, actually, in Tesco, it's different, I think. It's past 10.
So I think the law
Yeah.
is that they can't work past midnight.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it used to be, unless they have changed it, but from my understanding, it is that they can't work past midnight. And that is even a minute past midnight. But they just can't work they can't work more than 7 hours in one shift.
Yeah.
And they can't work more than 5.5 hours without a break.
Yeah.
And so they, like, especially like with Mackey's, because you can never finish on time.
Yeah.
So their shifts are always scheduled for like either a 6 hour shift or a 6.5 hour shift.
Yeah.
And we tend to not schedule them any later than like 11 or half 11.
Yeah.
So then at least like if they don't finish dead on time, they haven't gone past like the midnight.
Yeah.
But yeah, it proper hit me the other day. I was like, oh my God, I am almost 30.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's ever going to change like how I am.
Yeah.
But I was just like, oh my God, like, where has the time gone?
Yeah.
Like, even just to think, like, how many years have we been out of uni? Like 3 now?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it must be.
So if you think from, this crazy to think sort of, because if you think from now, because we're both the same age for about a month,
Yeah.
if we do the same amount of time that we've done from end of uni to now,
Yeah.
we're going to be 29.
Oh, that is wild.
29, I want to say.
Yeah.
And no, not 29,
28.
28.
Yeah.
You would have just turned 28 and I will be turning 29.
Wild.
And if you think, it feels like only the other day that we were in uni.
Yeah.
It has not felt like 3 years since.
No.
And I don't know if it's put the perspective of age or time into my head, but it's definitely made me feel something about it.
Yeah. Maybe you're having your midlife crisis.
Oh, I hope. Be a short life.
Oh, what a deep conversation.
Sometimes they have to be deep.
True. All from me saying I don't get why people ask if I feel any different being 25.
But that's the thing, you don't feel any different.
No. Because I bet even when you turn 30, won't feel any different.
Because, as I say, I don't know about you.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm still like early 20s, 20.
Yeah.
I have to proper stop and think, oh no, I'm like mid-20s. I still feel like I could be like 21, 22. Until I went out the other week, for drinks.
Yeah.
And I was going to say, I'm happy to say this, in Cardiff, is the Welsh capital, they know we're South Wales.
Shut up the diff.
Went drinking in Cardiff the other week,
Yeah.
Perfectly fine on the night out, didn't have a hangover.
Yeah.
But the next day, my body was sore.
Sort of dancing you do.
I was like, we got to Cardiff for like 7, half 7.
Yeah.
Didn't get home until 5 in the morning.
Oh my goodness.
My body was sore. I felt like I'd done a full shift in work. And like, that's when I feel like I'm not in my early 20s anymore.
Yeah.
But, so obviously with Mackey's, I work with lots of 19, 17, 18, 20-year-olds.
Yeah.
Even like the other managers I work with, some are older, but some like same age as you.
Yeah.
Yeah? You were born in 2000s, yeah?
Yeah.
I was talking to like two lads I work with. They're in their 20s.
All right, Philip.
Excuse me?
It's bright.
Yeah, the lights just turned on outside.
Oh, it already hurts. It's 4:21.
Oh?
Bedtime soon.
So I was talking, I was out having a vape and the two lads in their 20s were going out. They started talking to me. We got on the topic of Doctor Who. They were asking me how Doctor Who was.
Yeah.
We were talking about something, and they were asking me when my next shift was, so I was explaining my time off, and obviously I booked time off for my birthday, so my birthday came up. And they were like, oh, was you born in 2000? So I was like, oh no, 1999. And literally, the one person went, 19? They were like, I don't think I've ever met somebody like with 19 in their birthday.
Oh my lord. The younger generation is so dull.
I was like, what? They're like, you were born in a whole different century. I was like, yeah, by 6 months.
Oh.
But like, I was just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
He's saying that, like, it also, like, I can remember when I saw going around, like, it was this thing, like, 2000 babies or, like, 1999 babies. Whenever they showed, like, ID to the bouncers, as long as the year didn't start with a so-and-so date, they knew they were of age.
Yeah.
And it was like, and I was like, oh, God.
Yeah.
I can remember, like, I showed my ID to someone, they go, oh, yeah, 19, that's fine. I was like, oh, God. Age is a weird concept.
Yeah.
I was going to say, you might know this. Isn't
Yeah.
it something like in Japan or one of those, like Japan, China?
Yeah.
Yeah. Japan or China, that their birth years are different. That when they're born, they're 1 year old.
Yeah.
But
That's because it's logical.
it's logical, but I swear I've also heard something else, is that you're born at 1 year old,
Yeah.
but you don't age on your birthday, you age on the new year.
Yeah. Oh,
But
it's so strange.
I was going to say, that's the more logical. You're 1 year old, yeah?
Yeah.
But it's not the way we do it. It's not that, like, we're 1 year old when you turn one. It's the fact that, you've experienced 1 year.
Yeah, like you're 1 year older, if that makes sense. From when...
Yeah, so you're two ways. You have you're 1 year older,
Yeah.
but so I'm turning 26, but I haven't been born for that many years.
Yeah.
I've been born for one less or one more.
Technically one more.
Almost that it's like I'm experienced 26 years.
Yeah.
Because this will be my 26th year, which I'm experienced now.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just weird. Just age.
Yeah, it's very strange. Aging is very strange as well. Because you start off when you're a baby, needing nappies, needing someone to wash you, needing someone to wipe your bum, needing someone to do your food. Then you grow a little older, start doing those things yourself. Grow a little older, start struggling with those things. Grow older again, and you're in the exact same place you were as a baby.
Yeah.
Wild.
And along the way, you make a little offspring, which you have to do that too.
Yeah.
And then maybe one day your offspring does it to you.
I hope my offspring's not creating offspring with me.
No, not offspring with you. Wiping your bum.
Yeah, no, it's such a weird cycle.
Who thought of having humans?
Oh, no idea.
God.
I like to think it wasn't a thought and it just happened. Because if it was a thought, they probably would have said no. If there was a board meeting, at least 9 out of the 10 would have said no.
And especially if somebody had a thought of making humans, why make them to age and
to be living to die?
Yeah, I was going to say to live to work, but that was our own doing. We got too greedy and decided that we needed money to more things. Trading of items wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
We had to work to get.
You sound like a commie.
Hmm?
Communist.
I know.
What's the opposite of a communist?
A communist, opposite of communist, is unionists.
Nice. I'll give it a Google.
No, not Republicans. Rebellions. What does the Google say this time?
Oh, this capitalist.
Oh, yeah. Nah. Go US.
Or .co.uk.
Nah, I'm a .com.
Really? It's a bird on that bin.
Oh, is that little robin?
Definitely not at this time of year.
No.
Surely.
Not like a red robin. No, can you get other robins?
No. I'm almost positive it's just...
It was a swallow. I don't know.
Not a spit.
Oh.
That's on the Patreon episode.
But yeah, it's now getting to the point of the night that the sun's starting to rise.
So technically the morning. But now I know you're going to go to sleep. You're going to wake up at about 5 p.m. and still send me a message saying morning, aren't you?
Because my morning snaps are instead of streaks. I don't like streaks. But a nice little wake up for a morning.
But it's not bloody morning. Your mornings don't revolve around...
But no, it's just nice to send a little morning in the day.
It's not.
The morning when you wake up.
No, it's
but...
not. You're saying morning like the world's time zone revolves around you.
But no, I'm not saying morning like the world's time zone revolves around me. I actually send my snaps to people in different time zones as well. So it could be any time.
How very inclusive of you, sir. Oh, I'm awfully sorry. I take back everything I've ever
What
said.
would you prefer? A message every time I wake up saying morning, or a message every time I wake up saying, well, I've just woken up?
Well, just send your face. You don't have to put any writing on it.
Yeah, but then that's just doing it for the sake of doing it. I like
Which is what you're doing it
No,
for.
I'm doing it as a nice little message. Everyone loves to a morning message, even if you've been awake for 5 hours and I've woken up.
So they're not waking up to a morning message. They're already awake thinking, oh, I wonder what Liam's going to send his morning message.
So you
today.
send me my face, you send me your face share,
Yeah.
and I open it and I go, well,
yeah, it's fine by me.
Other people send me morning backs, but they send it before me, yeah?
Yeah.
So I wake up to the morning messages, and I just say morning back. Sometimes I get a morning sweetie or a morning handsome.
My cheeks are really hurting.
But at what point does night turn into morning?
Oh.
Yes, technically midnight because it goes into the new day.
Yeah.
But it's still night.
Yeah. So my theory on this is midnight is the middle of the night. 6 p.m. is when it becomes night, not afternoon. So if you figure out what would be the middle, so if it's midnight, that means it's 6 hours. So 6 is night, midnight is 12, 6 in the morning is morning. Now see, this is why people like Stephen Hawking, Brian Cox, Bill Nye. This is why they're so clever. Because they think about this shit.
You forgot one. Bob Ross.
Bob Ross was a painter.
Amazing painter.
Yeah, but it's not.
Happy Little Accidents.
But it's not the same scale. You wouldn't be able to chuck him you wouldn't be able to swap him and Brian Cox or Neil deGrasse Tyson for a job, could you? No, because first of all, he's dead.
But all of them amazing people to just listen to their voice.
Oh, yeah.
Sends you to sleep in a good way.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I think that is a good point on, 6. That's morning.
Yeah. And it mathematically figures out as well. And maths don't lie.
No. Well, depends if you do the maths right.
Oh, yeah, but yeah.
But no, interesting. Food for thought.
Yeah.
But thank you for listening.
Yeah, thank you.
If you want to listen to more, if you have any topics that you'd like us to actually rant about,
yeah,
please leave a message after the tone. But yeah, I've been Liam.
And I've been Matt.
And this is Late Night Drives with Liam and Matt.
Howdy. No, that's the wrong one.
Howdy?
Howdy's more like a hello, isn't it? Au revoir.
Auf Wiedersehen. Night.